Good morning, class. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 8, controlling. As every organization aims to achieve certain objectives or goals, controlling function aims to ensure whether everything is being done according to predetermined goals. Controlling is very wide in scope as it does not end only by comparing the actual performance with planned performance, but it tries to find the reasons and solutions for such problems also. For example, if the planned output is 1000 units and actual output is 800 units, then controlling function will look for regions of this deviation. If the reason is fault in machinery or inefficiency of workers, then the corrective measures are taken by instructing the maintenance department to keep regular check of machinery, and if it is due to inefficiency of workers, then they are sent for training so that their efficiency can be improved. In this chapter, we need to understand the controlling refers to comparison of actual performance with the planned performance and taking corrective action in case of deviations between actual and planned performance. Let's try to understand the features of controlling. Controlling is a goal-oriented function, as controlling function makes sure every one follows the plan or work is accomplished as per the plan, and plan always aim at achieving organizational goals. In simple terms, what we need to understand, controlling is a goal-oriented function is as it aims to ensure that resources are used effectively and efficiently to achieve predetermined goals. Similarly, controlling is a pervasive function as control is exercised at all levels of management. The nature and extent of control may differ from level to level. Moreover, controlling is required in both business and non-business organization. Controlling is backward-looking as well as forward-looking function. Controlling is a backward-looking function as it measures and compares the actual performance with the standards fixed in the past. Controlling is a forward-looking function as it aims to improve future performance based on experience gained in the past. Controlling is a continuous function as it involves continuous review of performance and revision of standards. Along with nature of controlling, today we are going to discuss about importance of controlling. Helps in achieving organizational goal. Controlling function measures progress towards the organizational goals and involves taking corrective action in case of any deviation. Through controlling, every attempt is made to keep the activities on the right track so that organizational goals could be achieved efficiently and effectively. In simple terms, controlling function ensures that all the activities of the organizations are performed according to the predetermined plan. By ensuring that all the activities according to the predetermined plan, controlling function helps in achieving organizational goals. Judging accuracy of standards. Through strategic controlling, we can easily judge whether the standards or targets set are accurate or not. An accurate control system revises standards from time to match them with environmental changes. The controlling function checks whether the laid down standards which are kept on pass, whether these are achievable or not. Sometimes these standards which are not achievable, such a case, sometimes the standards are decrease, which is called downward revision. When the standards are easily achievable in such a case, standards are increased, which is called upward revision. Similarly, controlling function helps in making efficient use of resources. Controlling function helps to reduce wastage and spoilage of resources. It aims to ensure that each activity is performed according to predetermined standards. As a result, there is effective and efficient use of resources. In simple terms, controlling function acts as like a traffic signals and guides the organization and keeps the organization on right track. Controlling functions aims to ensure that each activity is performed according to predetermined standards. As a result, there is maximum utilization of resources. Employees' motivation. Controlling function communicates the role of employees well in advance. Employees also know the standards against which their performance will be appraised. It motivates them to give better performance. In simple terms, a good control system guides the employees to come out from their problems. This free communication and care motivates the employees to give better performance. Ensures orders and discipline. An efficient control system creates an atmosphere of order and discipline in the organization. Controlling keeps a continuous check on employees to minimize undesirable activities like theft, fraud, dishonesty, corruption, etc. In simple terms, effective controlling system keeps the subordinates under check and makes them sure they are performing their activities effectively and efficiently. This sharp control system have a check over the dishonesty and fraud of employees. Facilitates coordination in action. Controlling provides direction to all activities and efforts for achieving organizational goal. Each department and individual employee is governed by predetermined standards which are well coordinated with one another. This ensures that overall organization objectives are accomplished. Controlling function makes sure that proper direction is taken and the various factors are maintained properly. All the departments are controlled according to the predetermined standards which are well coordinated with one another. As a result, controlling function provides unity of direction. Relationship between planning and controlling. Planning and controlling both are inseparable function. There is a close and reciprocal relationship between planning and controlling because of the following reasons. Number 1, nature and concept. Planning is the basic function of every enterprise. As in planning, objectives are decided, and without objective, no other activities can be performed. Controlling means keeping a check that everything is according to with the plan, and if there is any deviation, taking preventive measures to stop that deviation. The meaning of controlling makes it clear that controlling function is undertaken for right and timely implementation of plans. Planning and controlling are interdependent and interlinked. Planning and controlling function are interdependent and interlinked with each other. The planning function determines the objective, whereas controlling function helps to achieve these objectives. In simple terms, if there is no planned performance, the controlling becomes meaningless. Similarly, if there is no actual performance, the planning becomes meaningless. In simple term, what we can understand under this, planning and controlling function always coexist or have to exist together, as one function depends on other. The controlling function compares the actual performance with the planned performance. If there is no planned performance, then controlling functions may lose its performance. On the other hand, the planning function is also dependent on controlling function, as plans are not made only on papers, but these have to be followed and implemented in the organization. The controlling function makes sure that everyone follows the plan strictly. Continuous monitoring and check in controlling function make it possible that everyone follows the plan. So both the functions are interlinked and interdependent between each others. Planning and controlling both are backward looking and forward looking. Planning is forward looking, as plans are created for the future course of action. These are not made for the past. Similarly, the controlling is done for the future course of action. It is not done for the past. Similarly, the planning is backward looking, as the plans are made on the basis of past experience, whereas the controlling is backward looking because the past performance are measured with the planned performance. Conclusion. After comparing planning with the controlling, we get to know